Hi, and welcome back to another episode of me playing Spyro the Dragon. In the last episode, Spyro managed to perform some miracles. Hasn't got his 12 disciples yet, but we're working on it. Maybe instead of disciples, it should be subscribers. If I can get to 12, hopefully. First 12 subscribers are going to be my disciples. One little gem. Hopefully you guys aren't scared of spiders, because this level has a lot of spiders. And they're not fun to take on. You want to go climb up this cliff first? And try not to get damaged or anything. You can hide behind here to not take any damage.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
There's a joke there somewhere, but I can't really think of it at the moment. Bit like my cat, she likes to throw out her toys in her bed at night. Not too sure why, but this is the crazy things you cats do. Round and round we go. Let's take out some let's fill up Spark's health meter. Is it really a health meter? And let's get it. And oh, crap. I think this is the first time we've actually died outside of the flying level, so good thing we topped up on plenty of the house. Got plenty of lives. As you can see here, there's a little fairy. I wonder why that fairy is there. Here's the level's exit, but we won't be leaving yet. Still haven't completed the level. Let's talk to this dragon here.
Try combining supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
A little hint, and yeah, this is pretty much the tutorial on how to use your flying as a launch pad in. Once we collect this gem tile, so you really have I? Yeah. Really, this is a tutorial area for super jumps, and you can know that by having the really fat fairies. I don't know why they have little fat fairies, but didn't have them in the Reunited trilogy, which kind of sucked. The Madonna with the big boobies. Oh. What if I can get over here? And oh no, and fairies to the rescue. Actually more difficult in the Reignited trilogy. The jumping is just slightly off in the Reignited trilogy, and a lot of these levels which should be really easy become really difficult, which is the reason why we're playing the original PS1 one. This is much better than I'd rather have decent gameplay than fancy graphics. And what's with these running around pools? Again, we don't have the invincibility thing anymore, so that would have become quite useful. But we do, as I said, we have fat fairies. I should stop making fun of these fairies. Very, very inappropriate. And again, tutorial level, so this really, really helps these guys. God knows how many lives I would have got through if it wasn't for these. I wonder if I can get leap, and might be able to get to this one. And you can't see this at the moment, but I'm pointing fingers at that stupid blue egg thief. Oh, this is and I think I'm not gonna. Trying to take this one out. That didn't take too long. And time to fall again. Now it's time to take on those pesky spiders. Or one of them at the moment. Technically I think you'd be able to go through all of them, but it's as easy just getting the flame breath, so don't like these things. Really hate this part. I know these aren't real spiders, but they make me really uncomfortable. See there? And so by simply being kissed by a fairy, Spyro gets super breath. Unfortunately, like most things, it doesn't last that long. So, back for another kiss. Okay, I think I might have to use the supercharge to might have to use the supercharge to actually defeat these last few spiders. And while we're at it, let's talk to this dragon here.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong, like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
And turns out, kissing fairies makes you even more powerful. Who would have known? I think there's some extra gems over here that I've missed. Yeah, good thing I remembered these. Kaboom! I think you probably heard back then a dog barking. Again, that's Jefferson. Say hello to Jefferson. Weirdly enough, when he realizes that I'm actually in my bedroom, he will literally bark like mad until I go out and greet him and stuff. So I'm probably going to have to go, once I'm finished playing these couple levels, I'm going to have to go out and say hello to the little Jefferson. Here's just a little Bison, white and fluffy. Sits for brains. Growing up, I used to have a dog, a Bison called Bobby, and again, not very smart. These things here kind of look like... That thing there looks like Mufasa. Not Mufasa, the villain from Aladdin. I life me cannot remember. I should remember him. Again, I study popular culture for a living, so... The fact that I don't know this would probably bring shame to the profession of fandom studies. Time for the next level. Wizard Peak. Yep, the little secret hideaway area right at the beginning of the level, and you can basically skip large proportions of the level. And actually, this is the easiest way to actually get through, because it's basically an enemy gauntlet. Otherwise, we'll be coming back for them. So. Basically, if we die...
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
I was saying, if you died, you can just come back to this thing, and basically, once you save, simply walking on this will stop those enemies that have just been defeated from responding. So, little tips, more you know. These enemies are so nasty. It. We get some health back. And so there's strangely enough no fodder in the what I would call the enemy gauntlet. Not the worst gauntlet in this game. There's one coming up in the next world that is basically, how did that goat just jump off a cliff? Gonna have to rewatch the footage again and see what the hell just happened there. And I don't know why I'm going over here, because there's no enemies there, or gems or anything. And oh crap! So as you can see, some of the enemies are gone. Some are not. but we can get some extra little health points from them, eh? I think there was actually a 99 life cheat, but I for the life of me cannot remember what it is. And when I was younger, I would do it because I ain't got time for having to get up more levels and stuff. But I'm better at the game now, so probably won't need to use the 99 life cheat. And oh, I'm dead again. I will eventually get this. Yep, make up for the dying that I've been doing here. So I mentioned that I've actually recently ordered and got a game off Amazon for my Switch. To be honest, it's the only console I actually get now where I buy the physical games. Like, I have an Xbox, but I only have an Xbox Series S, so that's like all digital. But Switch, I still buy physical copies, and kind of hoping that Nintendo will continue making physical games in the near future. Finally. So I actually ordered the Luna Complete Collection. The Luna Collection. No, it's the Luna Remaster Collection. I think that's correct. But this is an old PS1 classic RPG from the 90s or whatever. And yeah, I've actually never played these games before. There's not really been a legal method of actually getting these games. And emulation's only recently become a lot easier. So I could have done it that way. But you know, I like physical stuff. I like things. Spent $90 New Zealand dollars on it. I think the game's coming from the UK, I think, but it has to go through the United States, and because of the weird climate that we're living in now, I've had to add that 10% tariff onto it because it's being shipped through the United States. So instead of paying $90, I'm paying $100. So that's not particularly that fun. And Amazon didn't even warn me beforehand. So the joys of ordering online. So maybe I might avoid using Amazon from now onwards, because yeah, that kind of sucks. I think we almost got all the eggs. I think Luna is, as I said, made by the same people that made Grandia, so quite an interesting combat system. It's kind of more, it's still turn-based, but you can like move your party around, and positioning your teammates are quite important. Let's cross this.
Thank you for releasing me.
And that was absolutely nothing important. Could have probably talked over the guy. I think the one thing I like about the Reignited trilogy is they try to make the each dragon look as unique as possible, which I think is quite was quite pretty cool there, what they did there. So even the dragons that have very default things that they're saying at least have unique things to say. So can't remember if there's another egg thief behind us there. And no, there isn't. I'm sure there is another egg thief in this level. Actually, no, it's just further up near the end of the level. It's one of those ones that likes to play with the swimming pool. Definitely looking at possibly playing Grandia next. That's definitely one of my bucket list kind of games to do a let's play of. I remember getting it off the PSN store back in 2019 and thoroughly enjoyed the game. There's some sort of naivety with oh crap, better not die. There's sort of naivety with the main character, Justin. Not all RPGs have to be doom and gloom like Final Fantasy. Even Final Fantasy IX, despite its colourful appearances, can be pretty doom and gloom, especially when you take into account Vivi. Come to think of it, not actually even finished Final Fantasy IX yet. Maybe that'd be another one to do a let's play of. But for now, we're going to have to finish off Spyro the Dragon and defeat the evil nasty Nork. And oh my god, I think there's no sparks.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
Already found it. If you've watched the first episode, I did that easy peasy. So that doesn't need to be done. We've done that flying level. Actually, screw it, I'm gonna die. I know it's taking me back to the beginning of the level, but it saves having to get health points and stuff, because we're about to take on... Oh crap. And that doesn't really matter. Already got the egg from that guy. It's time to take on the boss of this world. Blowhard. Yeah, there's some pretty inappropriate jokes that I can probably think up for that. So, yeah, they're not... Oh, there, I got that one. They're not very good with some of those names. Although I said, knowing in Sonic games, I think Blowhard is probably intentional. If you know, I think Ratchet and Clank... Oh, crap. Ratchet and Clank have a lot of innuendos as in their title of the games, like Going Commando and stuff. So I definitely think it's intentional and trying to get this thing. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced Blowhard is intentional. I know what you're doing there in some of their games, Ted Price. I think this is the first level they showed off for the Reignited trilogy, and to be honest, it looked pretty good. It does look pretty good. The what they did with the Reignited trilogy, but I said the imprecise controls kind of ruins things a bit. I think this is the one time you actually take on the boss before you actually rescue one of the dragons, and he's hit me again. And he hit me again, and we might be able to take this guy on before he... Weirdly enough, I don't think there's any health there's really no house in a lot of these boss levels. In fact, it's kind of weird that the boss levels in here are very different from like the later games. Like, it's like could play as like a normal level. These do with other enemies. So it kind of sucks when you don't have sparks on you.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Or whatever the saying is. I don't know. It's been a while since I played Assassin's Creed. I probably should get around to playing it again. I think the last one I played was Valhalla, back when it came out, and oh my god, that game's just long. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm just going to jump over, save this, and I'm going to just dive into the water again. This is the easiest way to get full health is by dying. The logic of Spyro the Dragon. I felt Valhalla was unnecessarily bloated. Like, it also didn't help that they didn't tell you which missions were necessary and which weren't, and I think I had to play the game in like 2 big chunks. I had to play other games between my playthroughs, so definitely was a big improvement over, I think, Odyssey and I think the other one was Origins. Really like the fishing minigames, although I'm a big sucker for fishing minigames. For someone that doesn't actually do any fishing, I'm a big fan of like getting out and the what do I again, the fishing rod. So probably do a top 10 on the best fishing games in video games. I think Dark Chronicles is definitely going to be on that list. For those that don't know, that is Dark Cloud 2. But here in the PAL region, it's was, for some strange reason, was a different name. I don't know why they changed the name, but oh well. Time for a flying level. This is slightly more difficult than the last one, but hopefully we can do this in like 1 take or 2 takes. I don't know, depending on how crappy I am at it. Haven't had a good track record yet, so God knows what's going to happen in the next one. I'm not looking forward to doing Wild Flight. That's probably the most difficult flying level in possibly the entire series. Like, I'm pretty much can't think of any of the other flying levels that are more harder. I think the only flying level that's probably just as hard is probably Icy Flight. It's just the last one in this game. It doesn't have that thing keeps going off. Some concentration here. Get it? Let's try not to screw this up. And where's the other? Okay, I've managed to mess this up. So it's going to mean that I have to do a second take of this. I will get there eventually. Trust me, I will do this. I'm determined to get through this. think whoever designed these flying levels were diabolical. Absolute diabolical. At least the music is good. Finally, yes! Yes! That's basically the end of the easy flying levels there. It's pretty downhill from there. The next ones are going to be pretty difficult, and hopefully I can do them in as few takes as possible. So, and no, I do not need to save. And I think that's about all for this episode. Hopefully you guys can come back and we can do the next homeworld, which is actually my personal favourite. Love myself a little swamp level. Get out of my swamp! Get out of my swamp! Yeah, so till then, hopefully I can get this enemy. Where is he? There he is. Till then, drink plenty of water. And hopefully we don't say any more weird innuendos or anything. So, to then, ta-ha!